We are Lab Replicant and welcome to another video. So in today's video, I am going to demonstrate how to use the thermal cycler, which is used for the carrying out the PCR reaction. So basically, PCR polymerase chain reaction is a type of reaction which is carried out in this machine that is called a thermal cycler or the PCR machine. So as we know, the PCR is discovered by the Caramolis in 1983, and lots of students are knowing the theory behind the PCR, but they don't know how to operate the PCR machine or thermal cycler. So in today's video, I am just going to explain or demonstrate how to set up the reactions in the thermal cycler and what are the parts of this thermal cycler. So let me introduce you to the thermal cycler. So basically this thermal cycler is connected to the UPS, and that's very important because while you are performing your reaction, which is of course of 3 hours, and depending on your reaction it will go up to 4 hours, 5 hours, so that any interruptions in between due to the power cut can cause the reaction to stop and you have to do it again. That's why it is very important to connect your PCR to the UPS. And also this is not for your reactions also, because the PCR machine is also costly, so you have to take care of the PCR machines too. That's why the UPS is must for doing the PCR. So coming to the point, so this is the thermal cycler which is having this lid, this screen, and this is USB connector, it is also there, and backside it is having the switch to turn on and off. So basically this screen shows us the reactions, how many reactions, temperature and everything. So whatever you have to control, you can control by the screen. So this screen is touch screen, you can touch and operate the thermal cycler. So this is how you open the lid and keep your samples here. So it is this PCR is having 96 wells, so you can keep 96 tubes like this. So these are the rows which is having the 12 rows and 8 columns it is having. So the columns is named as A to H and the rows are named as 1 to 12. So this is how you can keep your samples. So further, this is the support ring. So there are two types of PCR tubes are available in market. One is flat cap and another one is dome cap. So basically depending on which tube you are having, according to that you have to place this support ring. Suppose if you have the flat caps, then you have to keep the support ring like this, and you have to keep your samples, and then you have to close the lid. Now we will start this PCR. So first let me start the UPS. Now UPS has been started, then I can start the PCR machine. So the switch of this thermal cycler is behind, so I have to turn it on from back side. Now you can see the green color indicates that PCR is up, and now it's booting. And before actually starting, it will take some time to self-test to check whether everything is going right or not. So you can see now the self-test is in progress. So this is the home screen of our thermal cycler. Now you have to set up the particular reaction. We will talk about starting the new protocol. Suppose you want to run the PCR for first time and you haven't saved your protocol. So we will start from the new protocol, and I will demonstrate how to actually set up the PCR reaction in thermal cycler. So you have to press on the new protocol. Then new protocol will come. Here you can say the name of the protocol, that it's unsaved now because we haven't saved it, and the volume of the total PCR reactions. Means suppose generally here we used to prepare 20 microliter of reaction. Depending on reaction you have to add the volume. So for that you have to press on that, and then you will get how much you have. Suppose I have 20 microliter now, so I will press 20. So the 20 microliter is my reaction volume. So the lid temperature, now here you can see the lid temperature, and you don't have to mess with the lid temperature. Let it be 105 degrees Celsius. So the lid temperature should be higher than your PCR reaction temperature. So now we will talk about the PCR reaction itself. Now this is, you can see the 95 degrees Celsius for 3 minutes. That is actually initial denaturation. So for setting up this temperature and time, you have to press on the temperature for setting up the temperature. Suppose I want to set at 94 degrees Celsius initial denaturation. So I have set like this, and this is down bottom. You can see this row 3. 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, that is actually time. So if you want to click if you want to change the time, you have to click on this 3 or the time you can see. And now here you can see the time format is HHMMSS. So suppose I want to keep for 5 minutes, so what I have to do is directly I have to press 5 and 0 0, that will give the 5 minutes. So then again I have to press OK. So this is initial denaturation we have set up at 94 degrees Celsius for 5 minutes. And now this is denaturation. Now moving forward to the denaturation. Now this is also I want to change to 94 degrees Celsius, and the time will be, I am keeping as 30 seconds, no issues. Now you can see that the third step is annealing step. So my primer temperature, my primer annealing temperature is 55. So I am not changing the time of annealing temperature, I am keeping as it is. And this is final extension, I am also keeping for 1 minute, I am not changing at all. Now here you can see the go to steps. In the go to step you can see the step is going back to steps 2, and the repetition is 34. So that means that how much cycle repetitions you want. Suppose I want 30, so I have to keep 29 reaction 29 cycles, 29 cycle plus this one itself one cycle, so it will give us the 30 cycle. This is how you can set up the cycles. So generally we can use in PCR about 30 to 35 cycles. But one thing you have to remember, you have to see this arrow mark, and from that arrow mark only these cycles are repeating. So we are not going again back to the initial denaturation, that is 94 degrees Celsius, but we are going back to the denaturation, annealing and extension, and we are repeating these steps to 30 cycles. This one this is 29 cycles, and this one is alone one cycle, so this will give us 30 cycles. Now coming to the step 6, that is this you can see the step 6, that is final extension. So the final extension again I am not changing at all, I am keeping on 5 minutes itself. And so now I want to keep my samples at 4 degrees Celsius after performing the reactions. So I have to press at 4 degrees Celsius like that, so the tubes will remain at 4 degrees Celsius. This is how you can set up the reaction in the thermal cycler. But you have to save this, but what you have to do for saving is that you have to press on save. Then here you have to type. Suppose now I will type the LTR. This is I am doing for LTR, so LTR you have to type. It depends on you what you want to save actually, and which folder you want to save, like that. So I am saving it in main folder, and the name is at LTR, and I have to press on save. So it will be saved automatically. We have saved the protocol, and now we have to run the saved protocol itself. So then, and you don't have to press on new protocol, now you have saved it. So we have to press on the saved protocols, and here we have saved on main folder. So we will search on here, search here. So LTR, we have given the name to the protocol. So here you can see the LTR, I have selected on LTR. Here you can see in preview everything, that 94 for 5 minutes, 94 for 30 seconds, like that. You can see everything that we have set. So press on edit, then you can see your protocol. And if you want to change anything from that, you can also change it here, no issues. But the major thing you have to remember is that the PCR reaction timing and the temperature varies according to your protocol. So here only I am demonstrating purpose, I am keeping this temperatures and time. So it is depending on your personal preferences and your protocols, actually what you want to set up. So after setting up the reaction, we have to keep our tubes. So for keeping the tubes, we have to open the lid again. And as I have this dome shaped cap tubes, so I want to change the support ring to the opposite directions. Now this will support for the dome caps. Now I can keep my samples here and here, and I can close this lid, and I can press on directly on the run protocol. Now again, while running, the machine will remind you how much volume you have prepared. So in my case, I have prepared 20 microliter volume. So again we have to press on OK. Then this PCR will start automatically, and here you can see the name of protocol is LTR, and the time remaining is 1 hour 38 minutes and 31 seconds. Total volume is 20 microliter, and here you can see all the temperatures and times of the reactions. And here you can see down also lid is hitting. So whenever the lid is going up about 105 degrees Celsius, then and then this time will move. The reaction will start, otherwise it won't start. So this is how now you can see the lid temperature is going up. So it will reach up to 105 degrees Celsius, then actual reaction will start. This is how you can set up the reaction in PCR. Suppose you want to delete the particular step and start the add the particular step. So how you can do that? So for deleting the steps, you have to just select on this green arrow green highlighter should go on the particular step. Suppose I want to delete this initial denaturation first step first. So then I have to press on delete. So it will delete. But first, again you want to add one or more steps, then you can press on insert, press on temperature, then here you can see the step 2 is back. So again you can set whatever the temperature you want, just like I have told previously. This is how you can insert, delete steps and set up your reactions in the thermocycler. In next video I will be demonstrating how to set up the gradient PCR, and in future videos I am planning to make videos of theory also, like PCR and all other lab sciences related videos. So please do like, share and subscribe to our channel, like the flicker, and that will encourage us to post more and more videos.